get some if you want some, but you ain't bad enough, so you can't take none. I'm Big Snoop Dogg, and I'm the only one. And when it comes to Madden, all y'all fools my sons. Haha, bag up off me and watch you lose. Snoop Dogg is on the mic, I'm giving Madden blues.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to the Carolinas and Bank of America Stadium here in Uptown Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Two teams here fresh off Week 1 victories who can keep it going as we're underway on EA Sports.
All day, baby, all day. Ready? 125.
The second-year man from USC, this is Ronald Jones. They'll wind up getting a yard on the game's first play. It's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On second and 9, Winston flush to his right. He goes full extension, and he's got it. That's a good chunk of yardage. It's going to be canceled out.
And we always talk about hidden yardage in a game. That's going to count as that because now it doesn't go on the books, but now they have to make that up again, don't they?
Watch the ship, watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship, watch the ship. Here we go.
Play fake. Winston. There's the Penn State man. It's Chris Godwin. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
Brandon, we've both been around the game long enough that we know that in pregame, defenses are pretty amped up, aren't they? I mean, they're pounding lockers, and they can't wait to get out there. But when you hit them with some big pass plays early, it takes the starch right out of them.
Now a first down carry by Jones. He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. 31 yards there and a first down.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the back side? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. Get out there. You want that left tackle. If you bring your tight end over there, either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage, you got a chance to rumble.
Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be second and 9.
Every coach we ever talk to says to his team before the game, quick start, guys. Let's get out of the gate fast. How about that? They took his lesson to heart, didn't they?
They did exactly that. A nice diving catch here on the game's opening drive. To throw again on second down. Winston caught by Jones. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 12-yard line. They're piecing together a nice drive to start this one. Seems pretty scripted and pretty successful so far.
And I think they did it without our help. Because you remember when we sat in the production meeting with them to talk about this, and hey, you know, how you guys going to come out of the gate? I know I offered my...
And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. T.J. Logan, his second touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Ready?
So Newton and the Panthers come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. A first carry for Christian McCaffrey, who made his first Pro Bowl last year. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Ready.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. A gain of 13. It's a first down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Plays like we just saw there, that's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Great. Show it up.
On 2nd and 11 now. Newton nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
One thing that I liked about this guy during the draft process was his motor. Of course, I loved his skills, but he plays hard on every down.
And that motor on full display there as he gets his first NFL sack. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. And the pressure gets to him again. JPP cruising in for the sack that time.
That's a pretty darn good start to his season, huh? A sack in the opener, adds a second one here. That tells you about his offseason. He came in determined to have a big year, and it's paying off.
Taken at the 37. A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Bucs will get ready to go on offense.
At their own 42-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road, so getting to 7-0.
It's a foot race. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Ronald Jones, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bucs get the quick strike touchdown. Good start to the season for him. He had the touchdown last week in the opener and a second one in week 2 now.
How about the pace he's already established, right? Not sure he can keep it up for an entire season, but don't burst the bubble because he thinks that he can.
Do guys go into a season with a goal for touchdown scored or yardage? What do you think?
I think every single one of the guys who's going to touch the football, they all have those types of goals. They all have those types of thoughts. And then they just have to see how the season unfolds if they can stay with it.
Unfolding so far so good for him. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
20. Gun.
This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. He rifles one that's intercepted. Carlton Davis picks it. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake, but I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter. One back in the game. That's Jones, 2nd and goal. Jameis to throw it. Open man is Howard, the tight end. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. O.J. Howard, his 2nd touchdown on the season as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes the score 21-0. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
We want it. Gun. Hey, watch Hayward. Check Mike 54. Mike 54. Watch the slant. 54. Check.
Now it's Newton. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Levante David. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Following the interception, Winston eluding the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. They couldn't hook up on what's going to be the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. Here's Winston. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Now Winston. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. K1 short. In there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, it took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
To try again after the sack. Winston. It's complete. It's Miller. Really nice gain on the completion. However, still 3rd and goal that they face now.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs as we just saw there.
Here's Jones. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. 4th down now after a loss of 2. This situation in the 4th quarter, you go for it. But here, take the points.
If you go for it here and don't get it, you and I are missing our plane, and we're going to the post-game press conference to hear him justify it. Because the next thing we'll see is the owner walking in announcing a firing. There is no way he goes for it here. Get the field goal. It's the first half of the game. You've got time to make it up.
And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called it desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
45 to Mike. You don't want none, baby. Hey, you don't want to see me. You don't want it.
After the run, Newton going to throw. Throwing over the middle, but it's incomplete. It was the linebacker, Devin White, there to knock it away. Some of the fans here don't seem too happy about what we've seen in this first half.
No, not at all, and I understand why. They've looked lethargic, out of sync, and it shows on the scoreboard.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Mike, 54.
Out of the gun, Newton gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line.
Hey, come on out. Come get some. Come on here. Come get some.
They will go for it. Now Newton. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot.
Ready? Black 25. Check 59. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go.
Jameis now on first down. Flushed out right. And Braith, the tight end's got it. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming. Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Only one way to describe Ronald Jones' rookie season with Tampa Bay, and that's disappointing. Drafted to be their lead runner, just 23 carries on a team that ranked 29th in the NFL in rushing.
Tighten up, tighten up, tighten up.
They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half as his guys continue to pour it on. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And the route is on here in this first half. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned into 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
2nd and 10, Newton again. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Vita Vea breaking through to get the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long.
4 down. Check. Express. We got it. 8. Check Mike 45. Short.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Watch the slant.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend.
45.
3rd and long, it's Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Newton. Quick slant, caught by Moore. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Eight. Hey, pick it up, defense. Let's go.
They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. 2nd down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
Gun.
Throwing again. Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. A 2nd down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Again, Newton. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half.
I'm not sure that they have illusions right now of, okay, we're going to score 8 times in a row and we're going to be terrific. But to get one, that was huge for them. That has to feel much better right now.
And you do have, we're still in the first half. You do have the entire second half. There's something about that goose egg that just looked bad on that board, but now they've broken it.
Yeah, broken through. Can they maintain the pace? We'll see as we go along.
First and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You've got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try to add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
Green, triple C. Easy. Mike 54.
A first down throw for Winston. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Jameis now nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. He hit his first, this one from 38. And Gay knocks this one through. And that will do it for this first half. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this one. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
8. 45. Here we go, D. Check 26, check 26. Gun.
Here's Newton. And he's got his target. That's more. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Complete out to Samuel on the quick throw. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. This is McCaffrey. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
No gain on the play. Leads to 3rd and 11.
Ready. Great.
Throwing on 3rd down, Newton. And look at this. Cam Newton intercepted a 3rd time. Vernon Hargraves with a pick. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. First down Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the gun, Winston. That's caught by Howard. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Good work after the catch, going to net him 23 and a first.
First down, Tampa Bay.
His position, and he's listed as a tight end, but he certainly doesn't run like one, and that's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can run, make plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little gain. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
It's going to be a long day, offense. It's going to be a long day.
Winston now. That is caught at the 7. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield, walk.
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Peyton Barber, his 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will extend this big lead. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. They'll halt play here for an injury as Christian McCaffrey is slow to get up. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, tighten down. There you go. Watch twist. Great. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Newton on 3rd down. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling. Newton now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. A toss here to Scarlett. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's one they certainly wish they had back. A loss of 8.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Newton. This is caught. It's Greg Olsen.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Mike, 45. Hit. Watch the twist. Jim.
Now Scarlett. And he's got the first down yardage as he brings this up to the 47. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. This is Newton off the play fake to McCaffrey. And his throw is incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target. That'll bring up 2nd down.
All right, that one fell incomplete there, but the best quarterbacks, they'll miss on 40% of their throws, somewhere in that neighborhood, similar to a great hitter in baseball who's going to fail 7 out of 10 times and still have a great year. In this case, you want perfection, but way better that it hits the ground instead of going to an opposite color jersey.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. They'll run it with Scarlett. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Panthers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw is Newton. He's going to air one out. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well-coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure. The backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Hey! 45's the mic. Let's go. Defense. Let's go, defense. Hey, who we got? Hey, check Mike 45. Check Mike 20. Better bring it. You better.
Here we go on 4th. Newton. And this is caught. He hits more. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on fourth. On first down, Newton. And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Carlton Davis picks it, and a big... turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play. And
touchdown, Tampa Bay! Ronald Jones, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 4th on the year as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That one a gain of 20 and a first down. On first and 10, Newton. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. The end result, 21 yards.
First and 10 at the 37.
From the gun, here's Newton. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And now here is another interception. Picked up by Andrew Adams. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the 2nd week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. A little more room here on 2nd and 6 from the 6.
Whip. Watch the whip.
They'll go again to Jones. And he will take this up to about the 8-yard line. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3. And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Buccaneer football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. 17 yards on the play and a Buccaneer first down. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They're looking to throw this. Winston. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Winston, a handoff. This is Jones. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.